Margie Blanchard. She's the founder of the Blanchard Companies. And you may remember some of the books that were written by the Blanchard Companies and some of the training seminars and things they do, but she's been a tremendous help to us in the board. The next one is Dr. John Ward. Is John here? John Ward is probably the preeminent, I would say, consultant to family business in the world. And he wouldn't let me say that, but I can say it publicly. And it's substantiated by the clients that he has worked with and the clients that he continues to work with. And he brings some expertise onto our board that would be very difficult to find. And he's been a tremendous, tremendous influence on me and my life and the organizations that we are involved in. So John, thanks. Dr. Carolyn Wu. There's Carolyn. Dr. Wu is the president and CEO of Catholic Relief Services Worldwide. Her previous life, she was dean of the business school at Notre Dame University, and under her tutelage and leadership, Notre Dame became the #1 undergraduate business school in the United States. So I have to say again that I've known Carolyn for quite some time, and she rattles your mind every once in a while with some of those questions coming out of the blue, but we're just so much better off having these outsiders, and you guys talk a lot about your boards and how good they are and how beneficial they are to you and your businesses. Well, I can tell you the same is true of Aileron. We try to practice what we preach. You know, when you shake all this down, and I got involved in this, you know, early in the game. Most of you people know my story. If not, I've written a couple books, and you can read about some of the things that I believe in and some of the things that we did. But the one thing that I felt for a long, long time was the absence of available resources and advisors for the family businesses, for the small businesses. And so we set out to try to help them in any way we could. And we are focused on, in fact, I have a little bit of a crib sheet, or a little bit of a cheat sheet in my pocket here, if I can find it. But we are absolutely committed, obviously, to the business owner. But the most important thing that we learned, I think, from our experiences so far, and the #1 thing is trust. If you don't trust us, there's no possible way we can help you. If you trust us and you believe in one thing, which is the DOC model works, it's hard to install. It's a business system, is really what it is, and it's hard to install. But once you get that thing plugged in, you can see how much more beneficial it is to your businesses and how much more you can do, essentially, with that process. We also know that if you're not committed to growth, you don't belong here. Now, that sounds kind of silly, but remember, you're coming from a guy that didn't ask employees whether they owned a dog or a cat until 1985. So it takes me a little while, you know, to catch on. So, and what are we trying to do? Really, what are we trying to accomplish here together? We're trying, in a sense, to help you create a business, an enterprise that will last longer than a lifetime. We're asking you to help build a business that will survive forever. And if you're committed to that, we're there with you. And not only are we committed to your sustainability, but obviously we have to be committed to our own sustainability. So those are kind of my thoughts. There's so many things going on here, some exciting things, some of the best leadership I've ever been around under the leadership of Joni Fetters and her team. I see them making great strides. I see them having big impact. I'm seeing our business advisors and our businesses getting closer. They're trusting you more, and the more they trust you, the more you can do for them. So again, I just wanted to say thank you. Thanks for your support to Aileron. Thank God for his leadership and guidance and direction, and hope to see you sooner than next year. Thanks a lot.